Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Caveman to Cosmos with me, Alpha by Mega and Byzantium. So the year is 1432 AD, turn 6260, and we are one turn away from Jurisprudence. So what's new? Well, Constantinople now has population 46, which means it has 1,100,000 people. And I've been hard at work growing it even further. We've been producing food trains, which are then immediately consumed to boost our population here. But I noticed that we have access now to a national wonder called Bureau of Farm Management, which gives us free modern warehouse in every city, plus one health in every city, and we can turn one person into a scientist, which is fine. Which is actually pretty fine. Apart from that, we actually had an access to a world wonder in Constantinople. So whatever we had built here before is expired. So we need to think about what we're going to build here to maximize the output, because Constantinople, again, is the jewel of our empire. As far as other cities goes, my sole focus was pretty much on Philomelion, which is now at population 12, almost 13. And despite growing culture, it didn't manage to push the borders any further than it was before. But, you know, not all is lost. We are going to continue growing, and as you can see, I have scheduled a couple of cultural buildings here. Town Hall is going to be finished next, then Brass Instrument Maker, which gives 15, String Instrument Maker that gives 10, and then we have some of the production increasing buildings, but we have hurried quite a lot of buildings already, like the Town Clock, not the Forge, but the other one. I forgot what it's called. Wait, these are conceptual. We need these ones. Where are you? Not Foundry. Yeah, Foundry, which gives us now 30. And a couple of others, like the treadmill crane and so on. So more supply trains are coming every day, and we're going to continue focusing on the production or industrial buildings. Like I want to build the squatter camp, the seminary, and some other ones. But we're also going to consider building the culture buildings here. We have already finished the Agora. We're going to build the library next to boost the education. There was also a couple, yes, the Odeon here, which gives a lot of education. We have the theater here, and then we have things like the Royal Tournament, the Observatory, so we're gonna alternate because we want to boost the culture as much as possible. Other cities have been growing kind of nicely. We have been looking a little bit at Chateau Perron, which is now at population 22, with a pretty decent outreach. The culture is gonna jump up in 39 turns, which is good. We're currently building the Sealmaker, which is gonna lower the crime, because it has been increasing here significantly since the population has been sort of booming. So I might have to schedule another crime fighting building before we do anything else. The locksmith would be good, or the officium. Education is okay. Tax person and market. Actually, you know what? Let's do it. Market scales, tax person, and executioner. And we're gonna put the seal maker over here. So this is gonna be minus 20 crime. That will fix it for now, and then we can continue with the regular program. Apart from it, we have had a short conflict with Mali, and we have raised one of their cities, which was located somewhere around here. Not sure where we can. Here it was. Yeah, Mami's tribe. Here you can see the ruins and the platinum ore. So that was the city there. It no longer is, and we are coming back with a number of captive civilians. Victorious as usual, and of course Mali has immediately pieced us out after we have raised one of their cities. So yeah, that's about it. Apart from that, you can see that some of the cities are already back to research. We are thus way over 40,000 in research per turn, but the Georgia geology labs that we have are pretty much helping us with everything. And there was a couple of comments on the previous video. One of them actually suggested that we build more cities, but when you look at the current unhappiness, we are really balancing at a edge of the needle with it. Every new city is actually immediately falling under a huge unhappiness. So because we don't really have a way how to fix that, I'm not sure if it's a good idea to do it now. We'll do it, of course, eventually, but I'm not sure when and how. I think one place where it could be good maybe to build such a city would be over here, to expand our enclave here that we have, Verenopolis Rehovot, because there is a lot of good spots here. There's even some on the coast, and especially if Mali attacks us again, I might actually go ahead and try to raise one of their cities and settle in this area, where that was actually a city before, but we would have quite a lot of things around us to settle, and it could work as a, the most eastern port, a support to our allies which are over here, Athens. Wait, why are Athens population 4? What the hell happened? Wait, no, they are. What the hell happened to you? Didn't you have like population 19 here? Can anyone explain what happened here? Did they draft their population? I really don't know what's going on. Huh, that is bizarre. Either way, let's end the turn and hear it for Jurisprudence.
If I didn't have a sense of humor, how could I stand this trial now?
Okay. I'm not sure, I think this is supposed to be Hermann Göring, not Goering. Or the guy had someone of a very similar name. Either way, Jurisprudence gives us District Courthouse, which lowers crime by 10 and is an upgrade to the courthouse, isn't it? Yeah, requires courthouse. Wait, no, this is a national wonder. Okay. And then we have a Supreme Court, which is also a national wonder. Lowers anarchy length, lowers weight between civics and state religion change, lowers crime, lowers maintenance. Required to build national alcohol prohibition, national drug prohibition, national gambling ban, national prostitution ban, and ordinance national smoking prohibition. And of course, district courthouse. Okay, so you basically need to build both of these in your capital, which we're gonna do. We get the guillotine. Requires courthouse. Okay. Maybe needed to build debtor's prison. Replaces public stoning, gallows, and crucifixion crosses. Gallows are the ones that we are after pretty much everywhere else. We get build up crime fighting 5, which is great. And we get a crime rioting. Jesus Christ, hopefully I'm never gonna see any of that. And that's all she wrote, actually. Jurisprudence is not giving us much, to be honest. So many of the cities are gonna have the ability to replace their guillotine, their gallows with guillotine. And we can build the district courthouse here. So Constantinople is gonna be a little bit busy. It's going to finish the food train, then Bureau of Farm Management, then District Courthouse, and then the Supreme Court. Actually, let's put the guillotine as well. Social contract. So we're going to be done with these before the social contract comes. But the social contract is a very good technology for us because it gives every town extra gold, enables voluntary, military. Okay, we can look at that. I missed that completely. And we got the capital administration, which we're gonna build in our capital, and also metropolitan administration, which allows us to expand the scope of the cities to 3 instead of 2 in all sides. It gives us post office, tax office, workhouse, insurance, fraud, crime, and culture Canadian. So let's look at the voluntary so we know what's going on. It's a military one. Okay, so voluntary. So wait, vassal levies is what we have. Increase production of industry and gold in all cities, extra science, a boost in capital, free nobles in all cities, and lowers maintenance, and a bunch of other things. This one gives extra Great General Emergence, and the Great General Emergence inside the cultural border is increased by 5%. Increases. Oh, hold on. These are increases, not the decreases. Okay, so we heavily decrease the cost. New units all receive plus 7 experience points, which is 5 more. We get no free military upkeep, but we get plus 2 from trade. And we get a boost of science and culture in all cities. So we lose industry and gold production, but we would get more gold from trade routes. We get more experience, and we have... Now this is interesting because we would be losing what? 15. This is 2,200, let's call it. 2,500. So let's say 2,600 we're paying now, but we have a decrease of 1,700, so 2,600, so that's about 800 to 900 gold we're paying. So we would be saving a lot of money. For me, really, the boost to science and experience is what I would really like to do. And disables construction of squatter camp, unfortunately. But there was construction of recruitment center. I'm not sure what that one is. Recruitment center, military production. City require, unfortunately, more food to grow. Military tradition and water. We don't have military tradition, do we? Nope. Nope, we don't. Okay, well, that's going to be interesting to see eventually. Anyway, I guess I'll see you in 19 turns for social contract, because right now there isn't much more to say. Again, I don't really have big plans. I'm just trying to develop my city, so we're going to build gallows and continue on our merry way. Hopefully, Philomelion at that point is going to be, let's call it population 15, 16 maybe. It would be kind of nice. It is, again, having a lot of free extra places. Oh, actually, that reminds me. I found out that we can start building farms in the desert now around Rehovot. So I'm turning some of these places into farms, which are greatly helping the growth here. It was like 14, and now we're getting... it's 10, 12. Okay, so it was 22, and now we have 12 from this tile, and I'm gonna, upgrade these tiles as well to make more farms. So Rehovot might just be a little bit lucky and start growing faster. Verenopolis itself, is just pulling as much as it can from the sea, which is pretty good. So, yeah. Wait, do we not have... No, we do. We have fishing boats everywhere. No, requires whaling ships. Do we not have whaling ships here? Oh, you got to be kidding me, really? Maybe we weren't able to get them back then. Wait, which city had that? It was one of the coastal cities over here. Is it you? Oh, while we're at it, we can upgrade you guys. No, not you. Not you. Okay, so did I pull them back to the port in Laodicea? I did. Okay, and if we send you over here now, yep, you can build the whaling ship. So go. Oh, either way, you guys are gonna build the farm here. And that's it for this turn. So anyway, I'll see you in 19 turns. Turn 6279, year 1437 AD, and we are one turn away from social contract. And as usual, what's new? Well, not much, all the same. We have been upgrading all of our cities, and again, as you can see, many of them has finished the guillotine and other buildings that they were supposed to, and many more have done that and are now producing food trains and supply trains, which are en masse being sent to Philomelion, where we have now population 16, and actually we're gonna grow to population 17 on the next turn, so that's pretty good. You can see that the production here grew to nearly 500 industrial production units. Okay, the production is 489. Let's say that way. We have 48 when it comes to food production, and we still have a lot of things to go through. But I'm focusing mostly on keeping education going up, disease and crime going down, because they are kind of skyrocketing. Because every couple of turns we have an additional pop created, so it means that we have to put these sewers and executioners and stuff like that. They're on a pretty much weekly, bi-yearly basis or something. I don't know how to mention it. We just have to sprinkle them in between the culture producing buildings, because otherwise they could spiral out of control. Like you can see, crime right now is increasing, but we managed to stop the increase of disease, and when the sewer system is going to be ready, it's going to actually start lowering again. But I should probably look into something like an executioner. I actually hurried you, so I can put the executioner there, and it's gonna take down the crime a little bit, and disease is gonna be turned down. Do we have anything else that we can do with crime while we're at it? It's just gonna help. I wanted to build the courthouse when the next supply train arrives, so that's one thing that's gonna happen. The tax person would be kind of cool. Actually, you know what? We could do a tax person and executioner. But that means the sewer system is not going to be ready anytime soon. Okay, let's put the sewer system in front like this. So sewer system should be finished, and then the executioner will be finished, and then tax person will be finished in 2 turns. Which is gonna eliminate the issue with crime. It's gonna stay the same. When the next supply train comes, we're gonna build the courthouse, and disease is gonna start lowering. And then we go back to improving culture. Now, we have had a couple of culture growths already, and we are getting quite a lot of culture at this point, like 323. Yet the border has still stayed the same here, which is kind of disconcerting and makes me want to go and raise the city of our neighbor. I guess that is not a healthy attitude, but in case they ever declare war on us, I'm coming for you and just raising it. You might actually stick another city right where theirs is, and maybe another one down here, depending on how their culture is gonna shift. But for some reason, I don't know. I got influential 673,226, and we have what? 12,373. Okay, I can see the disproportionate balance between those, but we'll get there. How much is your culture increasing? About 463. So they're actually still growing faster than we are. That's interesting to see for such a small city. They still have a higher culture growth. So then I get it, because our culture is not. It's not even comparable, yet it's growing slower, so we need to haul. I was thinking about maybe starting another city soon, but again, I can't really figure out where we put it, because I don't want to fill the areas that we already have well within our control. So the only places that Wow, Israel founded a city here, really? How the hell did they manage that? That's interesting. I think that was a barbarian city and they conquered it, actually. But yeah, a city here would be a possibility, or a city in this area would be a possibility, but there really isn't any, anything interesting there to to start it up. So it always leads me back to places like these, at the, well, not outskirts, but, outside of our cultural influence. So, founding a city here and here, actually, would that make... Oh, there's another... Is that that's from a fort? Really? Huh. They're blocking us because of a fort. Well, that would be a good place. And that would be a good place. And this could be not a great place, but a reasonable place at least. So, those are the options. Still, I'm not really settled on that right now. We have our hands full with Philomelion. And I'm happy to say that Chateauperon increased the population 22 on its own. We haven't really done anything with that. So the city is currently growing on its own. Culture is increasing at a really nice pace. We're working on a chemistry lab, which is actually gonna... Whoa, that one gives a huge amount of culture. I had no idea. Well, okay, that's actually pretty good. Then the farm supply. Actually, we finished... Don't you already have it? Because we finished a building that was supposed to give it to everywhere, but I'm not sure how that works. Anyway, Constantinople finished a couple of buildings already, and now it's working on the district. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh god, that's not what I wanted. Never mind. What I wanted to show you is that the district courthouse is going to be finished next time, and then we have access to the guillotine, or guillotine, I think it's pronounced. But then the district courthouse should give us the possibility to build a Supreme Court, which will further lower maintenance and crime in the city, which is pretty good. And it gives us local courthouse in every city, so that's also pretty good. But I believe we already have it everywhere. So that's that. And social contract is going to give us a couple of nifty buildings, which we are going to talk about right now, once the turn is ended. And I really don't... Can we do something here interesting? Plantation. It would give 2 extra food. Okay, I like that. So let's do that. Plantation is finished. And you could give me sapphires. Okay, well, either way. Let's see you after the turn's end.
The strongest is never strong enough to be always the master, unless he transforms strength into right and obedience into duty.
Jean-Jacques Rousseau. His writings were mandatory reading during my social studies class, and I can only recommend that to anyone who didn't have the chance. Anyway, this obsoletes Gladiator School and Town Hall, and we now have access to Capital Administration and Metropolitan Administration, Post Office. Okay, that one is really good. Plus 1% gold, science, culture, and spying. That's actually amazing. Tax office, lowers maintenance, workhouse. Okay, that's actually really good as well. And insurance, fraud, crime. And we get culture, Canadian. Crackdown, free, and voluntary, which is the new social thing, and leads to Enlightenment, which is exactly what we're gonna go for next. So let's see the big picture, because we were thinking about this. The fact that it gives extra science and culture in all cities is really good. Also the extra experience point, but it costs 10 turns for revolutions. That's actually pretty bad. 10 turns is a lot. So I'm thinking we're gonna skip it now. We will switch to that when we get that. I think we need one more. No, 2 more. Okay, one is gonna come in 9 turns, either Great Scientist or Great Doctor. Either one would be amazing for us. So... Oh wait, no, that showed wrong. We're most likely to get Great Engineer, Prophet, and Artist. Okay, those 3 would be awful. Merchant, Scientist, or Doctor would be amazing. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay, Constantinople, you still haven't finished the district courthouse. Why? What happened? Okay, finish that. Then you're gonna build the Metropolitan Administration, which is gonna give you some specialists and maintenance. But then you can build the post office, and look at that. That is actually extremely good. Wow! Tax office is also pretty good. But once we finish the Metropolitan Administration, I'm actually interested in the capital administration. Extra free specialists. Requires palace. Anything else? Nothing, just specialists. Okay. International wonder and gives extra culture. Okay, well that's still fine. So let us build the Metropolitan Administration, then Post Office, Tax Office, and Guillotine. Once we finish the Metropolitan Administration, I'm gonna throw in the Capital Administration, and after the District Courthouse, we're gonna build the Supreme Court. So that is really good. You guys, well, actually I have you here just for, you know, like a resting sort of thing, because we really didn't have much of a use for you. And that doesn't help us at all. What about you? Prime Timber? What are you supposed to build here? No, not really. That's actually pretty good. So where do we send you? If we send you anywhere. So let's send you over here, and the other one is gonna go somewhere else. You're gonna go to Philomelion, which is now at population 17. You have finished a mine here, so put another one over here. You are a food train that's sent to Constantinople to improve the food production here. Or actually, like the food yield that leads to the next population, because it would be really good to get you to 47 before the next update. I think we can easily manage that. Yeah, we need just like 3 more food trains, and Constantinople is going to increase to 1.2 million people. I'm really obsessed with reaching the 10 million mark soon, so that's why I'm doing this mostly. But hey, you know, with all the free specialists and, you know, stacking bonuses that we have in Constantinople, it is really good. I was looking at it a little bit, and, you know, the game is heavily favoring priests because they give us extra production and culture and gold and birth rate. We have a couple of engineers there. I'm kind of sad that we're not getting any scientists, but on the other hand, you know, it's still fine, so why not? I mean, why not? Really, why not? So we'll keep it at that. Anything else that I would like to mention? Not really. I guess we're gonna continue with upgrading the culture here, upgrading the culture here, and maybe scouting out for new buildings. I don't really think that the war with Native America is likely to happen, and I really... Could we ask you if you would pass us the city? You wouldn't. Would you? Yeah, they wouldn't pass their city. Oh, they have only 3 of them. That's why I didn't even see it there. We'll have to take it from our cold dead hands. Well, you know, let's discuss something else. I really don't feel like bullying anyone today, so I'll just end it here. Anyway, I'll see you in 20 rounds with Enlightenment, which give us pretty much nothing. Just... yeah, it will give us nothing, really. Damn, this technology sucks. Like, Irish culture and hate for the slavery. So that really is it. That this episode is gonna end up on a low point, but I believe that after that we get biology up, which gives us a huge amount of extra food. Each community garden plus 5 are gonna get a huge amount of extra research. Universities are gonna give us extra food, so pretty much it's like 10 extra food in every city. All farms are gonna get a boost of 1, and we get biology lab, which was going to give us more education and more science. So this is gonna be really good. Then we go for archaeology, which gives extra gold to buildings that we really don't use much, but it gives us the Rosetta Stone. Antique shop. Oh my god, that one is amazing. Archaeology lab, also good, and genealogy center plus culture. Okay. And next is gonna come physics, which is gonna give us a better bridge. Physics lab, which is amazing. And water tower lowers lowers fire risk, food risk, I wanted to say food risk. And university gets extra bonus to science, so that, and Isaac Newton's College. We could save this one and build it in Constantinople, because there I think it would give us the most, so cool. And after that, what are we scheduled to do? Nothing really. Huh. We're getting really close to industrial lifestyle. But there's, other things like botany, which gives bonus to biology lab, and it gives you what? Arboretum. Are you kidding me? Arboretum gives 14 happiness, 20 food, 50 gold, and 160 science and 115 culture. Though, fair enough, it, obsoletes a lot of buildings, but this is amazing. Economics. City Bistro. Customs Office. Family Farm. 10% extra food. Freeport. Hotel. Yeah, we're getting to really good technologies here. Zoology? Oh god. Look at all the extra bonus science. Animal shelter, entomology lab. Zoo! Oh, that's really nice. And some enclosures. Elixirs and tonics, mine warfare. Yeah, explosives give you a new type of mine, which is called a shaft mine. And it gives bonuses to all of our buildings, so it might be actually good to do that. So let's see, what do we need to get botany? Nothing. Or do we need to get economics? A ton. So okay, what were we doing? Enlightenment, biology, physics, archaeology, botany, then explosives. Anything else that we mercantilism should give us, yeah, anyways, mercantilism. So let's get that one next, which requires colonialism. We're really ignoring a lot. I have a feeling that these are heavily invested in culture. Okay, so let's go back then and finish these, because I need more culture buildings, obviously. We're seeing the need for that everywhere. Team sport, naval tactics, constitution, 16th rifling. I guess then economics. And then zoology. Sure, I might have wanted to take zoology before that, but okay, never mind. 16, I mean, economics 15 will kind of get a lot of these, like stock brokering, which is also pretty good. Great, that just increases crime. Amazing, that great technology. Corporations. Obviously, the Great White House can construct corporation headquarters. These are actually pretty good, but I've never really played with them much, so it's going to be interesting to see. Then paleontology, which definitely gives a huge amount of boosts to everything. And then hot air balloon. Just for the hell of it. Sapphire. And then we might just get everything that we need for representative democracy. And, well, at that point we're gonna see if we need anything else. 22, so that's like nearly 8 more episodes. Well, Grand War. Mortar, Man of War. Well, pretty good. Anyway, as I said, see you in 20 turns with Enlightenment. Turn 6298, year 1443 AD, and we are 1 turn away from Enlightenment. And that's about as much as I have to say, to be quite honest. Enlightenment doesn't really bring us much, and as we have finished most of the buildings, we are just back to the same old, building food trains, building supply trains, and sending them all down south to Philomelion, which is now at population 18. And the surrounding terrain has been completely, upgraded or utilized or farmed or workshopped. We have pretty much all tiles and even the future tiles ready for future use when we expand here. What we're building here is mostly focused on getting a little bit more of everything, but we're slowly turning it down to getting more culture, because as we have established in the previous update, I think that our culture production here is still significantly lacking. We have 383.25 per turn, while our opponents have 452. Yeah, we need more. So right now, with the 383, I don't think we'll be even close. Okay, 21 and 7, that's 30, and then we get to relatively, well, I guess we might even out, but we definitely need to build all of these as well to overtake them, which, is not bad, but considering how much time they had until now to establish themselves, I'm not really sure that we'll be able to move the border anytime soon, but we'll see. There's always a chance to build. There's always the possibility of building another city here and just helping with the overall culture, but no. It is what it is. Other than that, Constantinople is now at population 47, meaning it has 1.2 million people. We have further upgraded the surroundings of Eudoxiopolis and of our far eastern cities, Rehovot. Actually, we've done a little bit of work in Vernopolis as well. Now we have the fishing boats here on the whales. But the farms that we have planted here actually allowed us to utilize some places that we weren't able to before. So actually, the city has the possibility of further growth through food production, which is good. That is good. I think if there's anything else that I wanted to mention about the brewery, this has been a calm couple of years, and not much is there to be said. So, we said the research in the previous episode. Oh, one thing that's actually really funny is that we have gotten our new great person, and now you can see we have 2 great prophets, 2 great engineers, and 1 great artist. So, yeah, we got a great prophet. It kind of sucks, but yeah, we really need more great people so that we can, the most like one is great engineer and great prophet. Jesus, that's really not good. I would really like to start the next golden age, but we might just have to bite the bullet and go with the 10 turns of anarchy here. The reason is that I thought that we would build a couple more wonders in Constantinople, but we cannot, because the game allows us to only construct 20 national wonders per city. So neither the Supreme Court nor capital administration are available here at this point. So yeah, that really sucks. I'm even thinking of demolishing maybe something, but I don't think we can even do that. So we just have to wait for the game to obsolete some of these before we can do anything. Well, either way, we're doing good. We're doing good. The population is growing, food production is growing, everything is fine. We're very close to the 10 million mark. But yeah, again, Enlightenment is not going to be something that will benefit greatly from. Biology, on the other hand, will. Then what was the next one? Well, archaeology is over here, and the third one is what? Physics. Yes, physics lab. And yeah, so next episode is gonna be full of new buildings and leaps in our capabilities. But for now, we'll just get the Enlightenment and be done with it. So you can stay here, and we're gonna end the turn.
Last night I lost the world and gained the universe.
So as we mentioned, Enlightenment, ironically, doesn't really give us much itself. It just gives us penalty for the worldview slavery and unhappiness for the same worldview, and that's pretty much it. So I feel like we're ending the episode on a little bit of a whimper instead of a bang, but it is what it is. So let's just look at what we can do here for our cities. You can build the capital administration, build the bisons. You can build the post office. Post office is actually such a good building. It might not seem like it, but these buildings in every single city will quickly add up. So build this, the carpet maker, the grove. Okay. Anyone else? Nope. It's just you. And you guys upgraded the quarry here. What would you build here? Oh! You discovered source of fossil beds near Shandux. So, where would that be? Event log. Is it somewhere below here? Yes. So here's Chandax, and where's the fossil beads? So this one? Yeah, requires paleontology. Requires fort. Really? That's interesting. So wait, what does paleontology gives us? Shrine can build fossil dig site. Oh, it just gives a little bit of money. That's not great. But fossils might be needed for certain things, I'm pretty sure. Wait, would they be needed for the lab, for example? Buildings enabled. Dig site. Oh yeah, look at that. So you get a huge amount of extra buildings which give you culture, and paleontology lab requires fossils. Okay, so that's it. So if we don't have a fossil site, we cannot build the paleontology lab. So Chandax is going to be currently the only place where we can do it, or at least the only one that we know of. Well, we haven't learned, I guess. That is actually pretty good. And you're done. So you're gonna stay with research. So biology will come in 22 turns, which is where I'm going to see you next in the next one. Huh. There really could be a whole new city here, couldn't there? It would be poor as hell, but it could be there. There really isn't much here, so just build the road and stay. And that's the turn. So Theodosiopolis is going to grow to size 27 on the next turn, and the next episode we're going to start in 22 turns, actually 21, when well, right before we do that. So I'm hoping that at that point Philomelion is going to be at population at least 21, and we're going to start focusing on the other smaller cities. We have a couple of them at population 20, so I would like to up all of these to at least 21. Then we're going to up every single city to 22, and we're going to take it off from there. So thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next episode. Hopefully, it's going to be more interesting because we'll have more stuff to do. So till then, you guys take care.